welcome to this latest Spalluccipedia video. We're going to have a look at somewhere which is quite important in the evolution of Sam's character, and that is today, Luneside University. Luneside University itself is actually a fictional place. It's one I created and it's based here in Lancaster, down on the quay. But its sort of like basis is grounded in three locations. Obviously there's the quayside itself, there's a little bit of St Martin's College, as was, now University of Cumbria, and also where I am stood now, which is Lancaster University. And this here is Alexandra Square, which is sort of like the main central plaza right in the heart of the university. And behind me we can see Boland Tower, the highest point on campus. And this little square, I'll say that's actually quite big, is featured at the end of Ghosts from the Past, in the climactic scene where Sam goes back in time and confronts Wallace. And in the book it is called Williamson Square, because we couldn't use the same name as Lancaster University, that'd be a bit weird. And we have like all the steps around there. I spent many time as a university student, sat on there, drinking far too much coffee. And the tower behind me was sort of like the main sort of like inspiration for the scene where Sam goes up to the top of the chimney, as it is in Luneside University, with Wallace in hand, before Wallace begs for his life, then tries to send Sam beyond, and Sam promptly throws him off. Now if we just turn around behind me here, we've got all these like little arcades around the edge, and roughly where I'm standing now is where Sam conjures up his own little portal beyond and finally dispatches Wallace and sends him there. And out of the arcades we see shadowy areas where the demon Asmodeus comes and tries to finish Wallace off himself in a fit of pique, a fit of jealousy. So there we go, Lancaster University. But Alexandra Square, or Williamson Square as we called it in the Spallucciverse, is not the only part of Lancaster University that I've used. Like I said, I studied here back in the early 90s, graduated in 1993. And in my first year I actually lived on campus, and that was in this building behind me, which is known as Furness College. The university is split into, I think it's 8 colleges off the top of my head. It's been a long time since I was here. And Furness, like I say, was mine. I think it was built in the late 60s, as you can probably tell from the construction. And let's just see, I think if we just go along, yeah, there we go. That lower window just above my shoulder, that was my room. And a room which is used in Casebook in the case of the fastidious phantom would be in the window just above my shoulder now, which was actually my student kitchen. And it was a hellhole. It was disgusting. We had 2 cookers, 1 which didn't work, 3 fridges, 2 which got stolen, dodgy plumbing, and oh, it's just not nice. I couldn't wait to get off it. And I think Sam was fairly much of the same sort of opinion, which is why he probably spent so much time with Spliff. But it's in the kitchen where they end up conjuring up the fastidious phantom by the name of Gerald, the old porter, or janitor as it were, of his college, which was, I'd say, based on mine, Furness College. And it hasn't really changed since I left. We've got new windows, I see, but it still looks a little bit rubby. Hey ho.